Cheers. I hope you're all doing well. This keyboard, the Amiga 3000 keyboard, is my favorite of all Amiga keyboards with the rubber keys. It feels tactical, even though it's a membrane-based keyboard, and I use it every single day. This is the computer I use every day. So I've started to get some concerns because the G key sometimes hangs up when I'm writing now. So I need to save this keyboard and just use it in the weekends or something like that. I had previously a lot of luck with the keyboard from Amiga store in my Amiga 1200. The one I have in my Amiga 1200 has blue switches from Kale. It's wonderful to write on, but it doesn't feel like a proper Amiga keyboard. But to fix my problem, to not wear out this, I bought myself yet another keyboard. Please don't tell my wife. I have so many. And again, from Amiga store. This time I bought with the Kale red switches. My hope is that they feel more in line with a real Amiga keyboard. And I bought the version with the A500 controller, which also has a USB controller on it. So you can choose with a jumper between using it as an Amiga 500 keyboard or on some of the big box Amigas, or as a USB keyboard. My A1200 have this in this style in it. But my A1200 used to have, before it got lost in the mail, a black keyboard. So inside this, I bought the one with black keycaps. So my goal is to change those over to the A1200, and then the ones from the A1200, which looks like this, back onto this keyboard, and then put it in the Checkmate keyboard case. So let's have a look what's inside this box and move some keycaps. Everyone loves watching keycaps being moved around, don't you? Let's do that. And here it is, the case. So let's get rid of some cardboard. And here is the keyboard. Let's just get this styrofoam away. And here it is. It feels amazing. And it looks amazing. And here are the LED extenders. I think we can call them that. Not sure what to call them. They're just clear plastic that will transfer the light from the LEDs on the keyboard controller out through the openings in the A500. And here is a cable to connect it to the A500 from here. And here we have connections for USB and to connect it to an A4000 or 3000 or 2000. But I need to use that because I didn't order that USB cable. I wish I knew that I needed one with an internal connection, but I didn't. That's a shame. And here are keycaps to make it into a UK keyboard layout, or the other way around. I'm using a Norwegian normally, so it's not correct anyway. It has some wobble in it, but I doubt that will be noticeable once you screw it down inside the case. This is the A1200, and I want the black keys to go in here. So I need to change these keys over to the other keyboard and the other way around. It is quite different between those keyboards, but let's change them around. This is going to take forever, so I think as a pro YouTuber I will speed this up and add some nice music. So let's do that. Nice final to this keycaps moving around. Let's put the Amiga key in its place, and then my camera decided to not film that. Pro YouTuber. This is the checkmate case, and it's my plan to put the keyboard in this. I could have used the A500 keyboard, the original, but I'm not a huge fan of that keyboard. The A3000 with its rubber keys, no, the rubber springs are very nice to use, but the A500 keyboard with the springs, I do not enjoy using. It feels very cheap. And I guess it was as well. It was cheap. So let's hope this fits. Let's just remove this. So first we need to take out this screw. The one I've placed there was from here earlier. So this is supposed to fit here. Let's just do a test fit so I know where to place it. Needs to go a bit higher, it seems. Maybe there. Like this. This keyboard supports being a USB keyboard as well, but I said no to the USB cable. I didn't understand what I said no to. I thought I said no to normal USB-C or older USB-A port, but this is an internal one, and I don't have this cable, so I wish it was clearer when I ordered this that this was a rather special cable, because I didn't think I needed more USB cables because I have tons, but not this one. So this will save me. It's an Arduino pretending to be a HID device with some custom firmware. So I plan to just connect this and let this be the USB controller right now. And then this can just stay in its current A500 mode. This needs to be sideways. Maybe if I do like this. Okay, that works. Whew! I was afraid there for a moment that I wasn't able to get it flush enough. So the keyboard needs to be as high in the case as possible. Does it still fit? Yes, it does. That's good. It feels nice and looks nice. Maybe it's time to test it. Should have tested it before I did all this. Oh, I hate micro USB. I'm so glad new hardware don't use it. But that's what I have available right now. I'll just plug it into my laptop. Okay, the LED is working, but it is a bit off. It should be a few millimeters in that direction. Does it work? That key is upside down. So it is working. I guess it's time to bring it inside and connect it where its new home will be. A really good keyboard. I'm a bit sad I didn't know that I should have ordered the USB cable. They should be more precise in their ordering scheme that without it I can't use it. I thought it was just a normal USB cable from my keyboard to the computer. But who cares? It's not important, it's just a minor bump in the road. I have ordered myself a new cable from AliExpress and it will show up in 2 weeks and then everything will be forgotten and I will be happy. Luckily I did have that Arduino that has an firmware that is set up to be used with Amiga 500 keyboards. So at the moment I'm just using it as an Amiga 500 keyboard and it works without any issues. It works perfectly. I really like the feel of it. It's very precise, of course, because it's scale switches, which are great. And as a bonus, I really liked how my A1200 turned out with the black keyboard. Now it feels like my own again. It doesn't feel like just yet another A1200. It feels like my 1200. So that's the bonus. So I'm happy. Is it exactly the same as the 3000 keyboard? No, it's not. Hold on. Yeah. Oops. I have the 3000 keyboard here. I still prefer this one. And I think that's a good thing because I will cherish the moments when I pick this down from my keyboard wall and connected to this machine. This is still my favorite keyboard. But it has fixed the problem I had, which was anxiety of wearing out my A3000 keyboard. Anyway, let's use this new keyboard, connect to IRC, and see what people are up to this evening. And if this wasn't meant to be a review of the keyboard, but if it was, I would say it was a great keyboard. I'm very happy about it. Cheers. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I really hope you don't end up as a keyboard addict like I did. Cheers.